Welcome to the 5-Minute English Vocabulary Podcast. My name is Herbert Lee, and I'll be your host. Now you can easily improve your vocabulary without memorizing long lists of boring words, and still develop a powerful command of English. You'll learn the origin of words, or etymology, told as easy-to-remember stories. You'll also hear some jokes, and learn some idioms as well. Episode 6. All about apples. Apple is the first word we learn in English class. Today we're going to look deeper into this word. The apple has a long and textured history, with evidence of the fruit dating back to 6,500 BCE. For centuries, apples were used for cooking purposes, with the first mention of the fruit being in a Roman cookbook. Apples continued to be enjoyed by Europeans throughout the Middle Ages, often being eaten as part of a main course or dessert. In the 17th century, apple orchards began to pop up all over America, with colonists planting trees along the East Coast. Today, apples are enjoyed all over the world and are considered a symbol of love and temptation. Apples are a good source of dietary fiber, which can help regulate digestion and prevent constipation. The soluble fiber in apples also helps lower cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. Apples are also a good source of vitamin C, which is important for maintaining strong bones and teeth and protecting against infection. The antioxidants in apples can help protect against cell damage and aging, as well as some forms of cancer. They may also help improve cognitive function and memory. Eating apples regularly can help keep your body healthy and looking young. So that's why an apple a day keeps the doctor away. There are many different types of apples, each with their own unique flavor. One of the most popular types of apples is the Granny Smith apple. It has a green skin, is tart and acidic, with a very firm texture. It's a great choice for baking or eating raw. Another popular type of apple is the Honeycrisp apple. This apple is sweet and juicy with a crispy texture. It is perfect for eating raw or using in baked goods. There are many other types of apples, each with their own unique flavor and texture. Some other popular types of apples include the Golden Delicious, the Red Delicious, and the Braeburn apple. When I was growing up in Canada, every fall we would make a special drive to Sterling's Apple Stand. My dad would buy 2 large boxes of Red Delicious apples. He would store them in the basement, and we would eat them all winter. There are lots of idioms in English with the word apple. The apple of my eye. This is used to describe a person that you cherish or love. Dave has many grandchildren, but Amy is his only granddaughter. No wonder she is the apple of his eye. Like comparing apples to oranges, making an unfair comparison or comparing things that are not similar at all. Comparing the way those two companies operate is like comparing apples to oranges. They are completely different. How do you like them apples? This is often used after a recent triumph to express that one's idea is superior. It can also be used after a statement to convey the idea that you're not going to change and that the person has to accept it. Well, I am not going to Julie's house on Wednesday. In fact, I just scheduled an appointment for Wednesday. How do you like them apples? One smart apple. This is used to describe a smart or clever person. In a sentence you would say, Riley always did great on final exams. That boy is one smart apple, the teacher said. He is going to go places. The apple never falls far from the tree. This is used to describe when a person behaves in a similar way to their family, usually like their parents. In a sentence you would say, Did you hear that Mark's son also wants to be a doctor? I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. To upset the apple cart. This means to ruin well-laid plans. I'm not trying to upset the apple cart. I just can't do it on Tuesday. Could we do it on another day? Apple of discord. This means something that causes unhappiness. What seems to be the apple of discord here? Why aren't you two getting along? Apple polisher. The meaning is a flatterer, someone who tries to curry favor. James is always quick to help out the boss with any little thing. Jessica thinks he is just being a nice guy, but I think he is just an apple polisher. Second bite of the apple. This means to be given a second chance or opportunity to do or learn something. Jerry's first attempt at organizing was a bust. Jim decided to give him a second bite of the apple, but this time he's going to show him exactly how to do it. To trade off the orchard for an apple. This is used to describe a person who, instead of looking at the big picture, is overly concerned about the small, unimportant details. I know you're not happy about the advertisements, but don't trade off the orchard for an apple. Try to look at the bigger picture. The Big Apple. This is another name for New York City. A bad or rotten apple spoils the whole bunch. This means one bad thing could ruin everything. One negative person can affect the entire group. Ever since Billy has been hanging around Tommy, he has changed. He is different. I guess a rotten apple spoils the whole bunch. Okay, so now I'm joined by my daughter Liesel, who's going to help me tell some apple jokes.
Hello everyone, I hope you enjoy this.
What do you call a fruit that's rough around the edges?
A bad apple.
How do you make an apple puff?
Chase it around the garden.
What's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
Finding half a worm after you've taken a bite.
What did the man say to the boy when they watched a fruit race?
What do you think of them apples?
Why did the apple cry?
Her peelings were hurt.
Why did the apple go out with a prune?
Because he couldn't find a date.
Why did the apple cross the road?
Because he wanted to be a squash.
How do you make an apple turn over?
Push it downhill.
Why did the apple stop in the middle of the road?
Because he ran out of juice.
So that's all you need to know about apples. Next week's episode is British and American English. What are the differences? So until then, this is Herbert Lee saying bye for now.